All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. South Beach here with PBE, bringing you Manhattan College going up against Iona College. So right now they're doing a little bit of a coin flip, I believe, for in terms of just bans and all that. But really, should be a good match either way.
Yeah, and I mean, how can you tell us about the record right now actually between these two teams?
Yes, as I am pulling it up real quick, I believe. So Iona lost week 1, but they bounced back in week 2. So they have a pretty even record. In terms of Manhattan, I believe, if I can just find the record sheets. I promise, ladies and gentlemen, I pay attention to Smash as much. Lost week 1 as well. And actually, so Manhattan has not won. They are 0-2, while Iona is 1-1. So Manhattan is looking to find their first win of the season, while Iona is trying to increase their lead and not be, not have a losing record, basically.
For sure, because you definitely want to, like, last week was sort of where it was like the 2-0s, the 0-2s, and the 1-1s start to really, it starts to really like separate a bit more. This is where that gap starts to increase even more, and you really want to make it so that if that gap keeps widening, you want to be on the top end of it.
Mm-hmm. Indeed, and this is actually, according to my notes, this is actually kind of a rival game. According to Iona, they consider Manhattan their rivals, basically.
Ooh.
So this will be, I assume this will be a fun match. If only we could get live chats of the trash talk between these two schools, which, probably not gonna happen. But either way, a good rivalry is always fun to watch.
For sure. I mean, it's always interesting to see those stories between players. Sometimes you'll see things that you don't expect, like, oh, this player that's really good actually has like a 0-3 win rate against someone else on the other team, something like that. Those are always fun.
Indeed. So right now, it looks like Iona won the toss. They first banned Final Destination, and now Manhattan has banned Town and Smashville. So the stage, according to Iona, is going to be Battlefield. Great,
Okay.
iconic first start. Still getting word on the starters. Looks like Iona is bringing in Yaliso for Iona and Sam for Manhattan College.
Well,
Gonna be It's gonna be a little bit longer. Just a little bit of lobby issues. Just need to get that lobby going. But yeah, good first pick for these two players.
for sure. Well, one thing to consider: if Yaliso is a Bowser player, then it is a grave mistake not to ban Battlefield. But hopefully for Manhattan, Yaliso is not a Bowser.
Yes, looks like Yaliso is a me gunner. Definitely, that's a pretty good character to play. We don't see a lot of me gunners, but I really like me gunner. And then Sam, I believe, there's a Sam, and then there's a Sansma Man for Manhattan. But I believe Sam is going to be either Falcon or Ness. So good matchup right here against a me gunner.
All right. And so Me Gunner, I think, is one of those underrated characters. A lot of the Miis in general are underrated because they're not very popular because they're not quite iconic characters. They're not ones that people really feel an emotional connection to because, sometimes you can just make them have no voice, stuff like that. They just are not as aesthetically dynamic most of the time because they're a bit more uniform. And due to that, you don't see that many Me Gunner players, Me Sword Fighter players, Me Brawler players, but I think those characters are actually, I think some of them are actually kind of high tier. Oh,
Indeed.
but we're not seeing any Me Gunner.
New
We're
characters.
seeing Wolf and Sephiroth. Okay. These are both very good characters. I think Sephiroth, underrated character.
he's one of my favorites. Like, he's
And
probably
Wolf.
my favorite DLC character. And then Wolf, I'm actually mained in Brawl. But
Oh.
yeah, so right now we got the Battle of the Button Check. We saw Niagara last match destroy, and I mean utterly destroy Sienna in the Button Check match. Right now it looks like Manhattan is gonna lose. Who was Wolf? Iona? Wolf was Iona. So Iona wins, I think. Iona
I did
win.
not see.
The Button Check, if you didn't know, doesn't count towards their. So we'll be. So if your school lost the Button Check, don't worry, they're just fine. But
For sure.
either way, really good match of the Button Check. So, and the Sephiroth is actually gonna, was just in for a little bit just for the Button Check, and we're getting word Me Brawler will make an appearance.
Oh, okay.
Or Gunner.
So,
Brawler or Gunner.
so-
We will find out.
oh, Brawler. Okay, this is a character I think is very underrated. Like, even more underrated than Me Gunner, because Me Gunner is probably one of the more popular Miis, thanks to online and then also a lot of the special colors or skins for. What?
The Fallout.
Oh my god. But Me Brawler is sort of a similar game plan to Mario, and I know in Smash 4 there was Me Smaller, which was a bit of a menace to society.
Good old Me Smaller. Well, right now, looks like the Me Brawler is brawling it out right now against Sam's Captain Falcon. Actually, yeah, it looks
I think
like...
it is the Wall Street Bets guy.
Yeah. Is that the guy from Fallout, or is it just...
I think they're using the hair from a Vault Boy.
Gotcha. Yeah, I always wanted to play Fallout, but there's like 20 or 30 games ahead of it right now. Need to play, so... But still,
Ooh.
great game,
Oh,
and a
woo!
great first stock taken from Sam. And it looks like Manhattan's making a case, really playing with a sense of urgency to get that win.
For sure. And Me Brawler is one of those characters that, as we're seeing the shot put, it's a very good ledge trapping option because it goes below the stage and it's very active as well. So you can sort of mix up how it hits depending on the spacing, which makes it very good to just make your opponent have to reconsider how they want to get back on stage every time. And I mean, the character just deals so much damage and has fantastic ladder combos. They definitely like Battlefield.
Indeed, and now Sam loses a stock, but really, after 179 damage, actually a little bit more after that last hit, able to really stick it out in this last game here. So far, pretty even though the damage, well, it was not that even, but now y'all are so able to answer it. We're seeing a lot of shot put from Me Brawler, which if you play as Me Brawler, that's not really a move that you see a lot of from Me Brawler. You usually you get to customize your character, and me personally, I don't see a lot of shot puts.
There's a few players that are like prominent Me Brawler players, like Waidu, and Waidu, if I remember correctly, does like that shot put. It's a very good option, as we had talked about earlier. It's very active, very damaging as well, and does quite a bit of knockback. So it's definitely a threatening option that if you're first picking up Me Brawler, you don't think about quite often. But I mean, in this matchup in particular, it helps a lot to sort of stop Captain Falcon from jumping in as much, because it has that arc momentum.
Indeed. Yeah, and definitely projectiles are a great way to go up against Captain, and that shot put definitely is, even though you gotta see a lot of players. I need to see more players use it, but definitely a great option. So was that getting the up attack to take away stock and an answer right back from Sam. So this match is telling me this could go either way.
For sure, this is definitely a very explosive matchup in general. These are two characters that can really just take stocks. I mean, Captain Falcon needs no introduction. Everyone knows explosive is the name of the game with this guy. Just get those throw combos, get, like we're seeing right there, get those up air strings, stuff like that. Meanwhile, Me Brawler needs a bit more of a recognition And I think that will mean that Sam probably has to adapt a bit more throughout the set because we've been seeing a lot of things like those using landing with those shot puts and then just going for the two-piece a bit. Ooh, okay. Going for like a bit of a jab, like jab into roll reset to sort of get a good amount of damage in general.
Ooh, and
Wow.
that's another option right there. What a way to finish out first. And it's going to be Manhattan College taking game one, only with 1 point, though. But either way, that tells you that was a great match.
Mm-hmm.
Possibly we're getting a clip play for this stream.
I think this will go to game 3.
I have to agree with you.
That was a nail biter of a game. Like, the momentum shifted so many times between these two players. I think they're very close to evenly matched.
Indeed.
Oh.
I mean, yeah, it was just throwing hands back and forth. And then just also really just the patience from both players waiting for an opening to punish right there. Literally just like the last two stocks, literally it was just an immediate answer. My goodness, that doesn't make any sense right there, that spike. But either way, able to do it. I mean, look how far it's the hitboxes. I mean, there's a gap. But
it's a bit of a hurt box shifting as well from raising that fist up from the up B for Mii Brawler.
it is
And
what
that,
it is.
That up B is actually pretty good for, ending those combos. It can lead to some very early kills. I think this might actually be the Waidu set of... I don't remember if we saw the side... Oh, no, we did see the side B, the command grab. So I don't think it's quite the Waidu set, but for those who don't know, Waidu is short for Why Do Bad Things Happen to Good People. That's a prominent Mii Brawler player. Switching to Mii Gunner.
Okay.
Huh. Oh, and the
Doom guy.
All right, I love to see it.
Indeed. Let's see if Sam can retaliate right here in terms of going up against Yaliso's Mii Gunner. But right now, the percentage of damage says yes, sir.
So it seems like this is more than a one chick. This is a Mii one in general, but Mii Brawler and Mii Gunner are very different characters, so it'll be interesting to see if they can play such drastically different play styles.
Indeed. Right now, they still have yet to get a hit off, and finally they do. Giving 11% right there and just trying to chuck some bombs. Really, one thing I love about Mii Gunner is the forward smash attack. It's range. All it is just range, and it keeps your opponent away, and it's using a projectile. So basically, all it is just projectiles from Mii Gunner.
And I love that usage of the bomb there. So Mii Gunner has very good ledge trapping once you actually get them off stage. But I mean, that's sort of been the issue for this entire game right now. They just haven't been able to get them off stage very often.
Indeed. And oh my goodness. Now it looks like an attempt. Literally, the damage is so even. They're trying to get whatever stock they can possible. Either way. And
For sure, because whoever takes this stock is going to have massive momentum because they're both at very high percent, which can lead to some rage and some very early kills because these are both characters that can get some criminally early stocks, and it looks like first stock does go to Sam.
Indeed. Sam started to dish out all the early damage in the beginning, but finally able to close it off, but not until Yaliso was able to crap off some more damage. So great work from Sam, but either way, now Yaliso needs to figure out an answer quickly.
For sure, because if they do not take this stock soon, Captain Falcon will have very good knee percent right here, because they are at a decent amount of rage, and Yaliso's damage is racking up over time.
Yes, sorry about that. My cat actually does agree, able to get through my room all of a sudden. Definitely a great co-caster right here, ain't that right, Kitty Deborah?
For sure.
She knows a thing or two about Smash. She's watched me lose like crazy. Not to say anything, she actually is the reason why I lose. Well, right now, back and forth, it looks like y'all... Finally trying to
Oh,
gain some control. There's that side smash I was talking about earlier. That's pretty lethal. There it is again. Not able to pick a hit just because of the middle of the stage.
and I really like the usage of that forward smash actually at the ledge because it's a very long range, so you can use it to cover several options. It can cover get up attack, it can cover ledge jump, it can cover neutral get up. I think the only thing it doesn't cover is drop down and roll.
Indeed. This game is so even. Looks like Yaliso didn't have... Now able to get some damage off Doc. Let's see if Samsam can quickly retaliate right there. This is looking similar to game 1 here. My goodness, this was quick,
Ooh.
and there it is. And
Oh
it's
my.
going to be 2 goose eggs for the last stock.
Absolutely, and I mean, this is... I was not expecting it to be this even with 2 different characters. I'm surprised.
Indeed, the playstyles with these 2 characters are just so different. Now it looks like just a little bit more missed attacks back and forth, a lot of dodges. And now we're seeing Me Gunner using more projectiles as best as possible.
Oh, and this is the ledge has actually just been shifting back and forth between each other. Just who has stage control? Oh my, oh my.
How about that? And
Wow.
it's gonna be once again Samsam takes it, man. Takes game 1 set, and just what a show Sam's, but definitely just a great back and forth battle between both fighters, both Samsam and Yaliso. Just well done. This is, hopefully we get more matches like this.
For sure, that was explosive, both of those games. We didn't quite get that game 3. I kind of wish we did, but I mean, I'll take it. It was a good one. It was a good one.
Indeed. Yeah, just looking at these replays here, just that deadly down air from Captain Falcon, obviously coming across. This is just the highlight right here, or just some of Me Gunner's specialty, not quite the highlight. But I believe this is a highlight play. That was just incredible reflexes right there. Just get up the stage and then just do a charge shot, and then able to just even it out with Samsam. And again, that was just identical from game 1.
Yeah, the fact that they're able to 2-frame online that consistently is just really impressive.
And that shouldn't be allowed because he wasn't that close to the ledge. But hey,
It was because of the ending animation.
a win is a win. Yeah, a win is a win either way. So looks like right now, Moat is coming in for our Iona, and Probs is coming in for Manhattan. We're gonna definitely see Manhattan cause more Probs today, especially with their next player. So it looks like, I almost said Sienna. Manhattan is gonna, let me see. It looks like there's a little bit of confusion. Iona was about to let Manhattan ban, but it's usually the loser of the set bans first. Is that correct?
Yes, the loser of the set does the bans. Well, yes. So loser of the set bans 2 stages.
Either way, and you're gonna like this from Iona College. Moat is a Terry player, so we'll see. We'll see your main and 3rd string main come into play here. Probs, he is a Snake main though, so that's gonna be quite a fun matchup, I think.
For sure, Snake is one of those characters that explosive in the literal sense, but definitely likes to play the long game.
Indeed. Yeah, I mean, really, I think both characters hit power. Not now, I'm excluding the specials like the grenades and all that, but in terms of just sheer punching power and kicking power, I think these characters are pretty similar. I think Terry wins the combo game for obvious reasons, but really just I think both characters can just go blow for blow, really, and give out similar damage to each other.
For sure, and one thing to actually consider in this matchup is that Terry has a lot of those true combos that are like completely airtight. Nothing can The only way you can get out is through SDI, and that's through very good SDI. But Snake is one of those characters where he can pull a grenade out and it will explode and just interrupt your combo. So because of
Indeed.
that, this is possible that a lot of those true combos just get interrupted.
Hmm. Indeed, a combo breaker, if you will.
Hmm.
So it looks like the stage is going to be town and city. So one of those big stages, I think that definitely favors Snake a lot because you could just, he's got the Cypher to just fly around the stage. So that will be helpful, but Terry can dish out some damage. So let's see
That's
what
true.
happens here.
And oh, this is Town and City, so this is a very good stage for Terry. It really helps for a lot of things that Terry likes. Killing off the top, or not off the top, off the side. It makes it harder to kill off the top, which Snake actually kills off the top quite a bit, so definitely helpful.
Mm-hmm. And already we're seeing the grenades pop off, but Terry's definitely, Moat is definitely aware of where the grenades are at. Right now, Snake is, oh my
Ooh.
goodness.
Wow. Kicking into, oh,
Oh!
yep. Can never be too careful around Terry because sometimes you just get hit with a wake up super.
Mm-hmm, indeed. You gotta be aware, but really the utilization of the oh my goodness, the shield blocking up the power gazer, and
Yep.
then the Buster Wolf coming into play. Terry takes stock number 1.
For sure, that is one of Terry's main combos once you get to go. The down tilt, jab, jab, Buster Wolf. It's not quite airtight, so you do have an opportunity to build up a grenade there because generating the grenade is actually frame 1. So you only have but if you don't have that option, or if you don't have any other frame 1 options, you really are kind of just out of luck.
Now, was that a down air stock from Snake to Terry that I saw?
I think it was, yeah,
C4, okay. It looked like a kicking motion, but I guess it was a C4. So either way, it's 2-2 in terms of stocks. Damage-wise, pretty close, 66-37. But if we know Snake and his grenades, that's going to be very close or very fast.
I mean, we just saw the C4 bring it to pretty much even, but Moat was able to bring it to a lead again. An interesting thing, though, to see is if Moat knows how to do a very solid tech of Terry's, which is to a Tiger Knee Power Dunk, where you input your special move and then hit jump and then hit the attack button, which allows you to do a full hop into any of the special moves you want, because that allows you to do that into Power Dunk, and if you do that, then it's +1 on shield, which is a huge asset to have.
Yeah. And Moat
my.
taking a great downbeat stock right there for Moat. Definitely what you can tell he's doing. Oh no!
Oh no, that's
Not there, not that area. A rocket launcher warhead, and just like that, 2 goose eggs with two stocks for each, or excuse me, 1 stock for each player. Oh my goodness, this is close.
I mean, this is definitely close, but just off of the way that the momentum's been going this entire game, I would not be surprised if Moat's able to, get a good lead and just run with it. Because especially Probs is having a lot of issues with dealing with Moat's ledge trapping. Very simple stuff, oh my.
Oh, he tried it, but he's just gonna do the simple. He's gonna do the simple side B. That's gonna do it. Don't be super flashy. Moat takes. Go ahead.
That's all you need, like the side B. It's very good on killing off the side, and Town has very short blast zones off the side.
Mm-hmm. Indeed. So you got to be careful with that. But just like that, Iona takes their first win of the series, and really, that was definitely back and forth. But when it came to those last 2 stocks, definitely looked like it was all Moat.
Yeah, Moat was really just in control there. Once he got the down tilt jab Buster Wolf, which is like a very, very easy combo, very much things you learn from the character, really just had that confidence to keep going. And I think if Probs just DI'd that Power Dunk a little bit better on the second stock, they would have survived and probably been able to bring it to a lead maybe.
Mm-hmm. And we see this a couple times with Terry. Definitely putting pressure on Probs when he's in shield. We saw this a couple times. he would do the down tilt attack, but then if that wasn't going to break, he just immediately grabbed, not giving Props a chance to answer and
Yeah.
retaliate on offense. So, and you know this better than almost any other Terry player, that his tilts, those are some repetitive tilts, pretty good for anything.
Yeah, especially that forward tilt though, because it's actually very safe on shield. It's -6 and has fantastic spacing, so it just really allows for so many options.
Indeed.
Oh, and I'm loving these grabs from Moat actually, because it just shows that they know when Probs is going to just shield. I'm interested though as to why Moat is just not going for the after the down tilt, maybe a forward tilt, because usually that will connect and make for a solid like 40% combo.
Indeed, yeah. I wonder if he's just being overly cautious, whether there might be a grenade or some C4, because I bet in the last match there's a few places, especially with his first stock taken, he probably didn't see that C4 there when Snake took him out. So he might
That's true.
there might be a little bit of sense of caution right there, just making sure it's actually safe. That was close. That could have been an easy stock for Props.
Wow. So Go is active, so that means that once those down tilts are going to become a lot more lethal here.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness!
that was a
I can't
perfect
believe
opportunity.
I can't believe that didn't land. He's gonna try again. Oh my goodness! And
Oh
it was
my.
just it was just grenade launcher, grenade, C4 repeat.
Yes, the
Yeah.
Buster Wolf was very much like a lot of Terrys will get a little bit too used to using those supers on ledge getup, and it is good because it has armor, but if a move has more than 8% per individual hit, which Snake's up smash definitely does, you will be broken out of it.
Indeed. I mean, literally all it is just a bunch of explosives for Snake and just the combo breakers he's got, already able to get a stock away. And really, that's another thing for shield, is just all the shield pressure you get from Snake. You're
Oh
right
my,
there.
no way.
Right there.
This is 2 shield breaks in one set. You got like at that point, taking the hit is worth it. Taking the hit is just worth it at that low of a percent.
He's doing what Terry did to him last time, was just pressuring him in shield. Instead of grabbing, he's just breaking the shield, though.
Yeah, I think this could also be a sign that Moat does need to either learn to parry a bit better or learn when to just take a hit.
Indeed, yeah. I mean, you do want to do that, but at the same time, all Snake is doing is just a whole bunch of explosives. So one of them,
Ooh.
nice roundhouse from Moat, but one of them is gonna, if it's not one of them, it's probably gonna be all of them that are gonna hurt you if you're out of shield. So
Ooh, and I actually really like that down tilted to forward air combo. That's actually one that I figured out a bit recently of how it works. It's kind of a fake combo, but it definitely is nice to have because sometimes you can catch your opponent's DI or SDI.
and what we're seeing a little bit is, from what I noticed, just barely, anytime Snake is putting down a grenade kind of close to him, it looks like Moat is trying to keep him there so they both take damage from that grenade. Kind of a smart mental play right there.
Well, another thing to consider, right?
Oh!
Okay. That was perfect. Getting that parry into up tilt was exactly what they needed, because if they took any up tilts, or if they just kept letting those up tilts happen on shield, then Moat could have just gone for up tilt power geyser, which would have broken shield. So they knew the exact time that they had to parry into up tilt.
Indeed. Yeah, just a great read from, who was it, Probs, on that move. I mean,
Yes.
you just gotta do your best. But really, so this is our first game 3 of tonight,
Yes.
because we
it
didn't
is.
get one last time. So honestly, it looked like Probs was controlling this match a lot, and it was literally like, he had explosives in game 1, but literally he just multiplied all the explosives, which really, when you say multiply the explosives, it's like almost by 10, and he already had a lot the last time. So I mean, we're gonna see a lot of that same play style. I don't know about the stage-wise in terms of bans, so it's gonna be
Th-
interesting to see what
This was a
bans are
stage
next.
Snake generally likes, so
Mm-hmm.
that might have been a bit of a flub there on Moats and just not banning Smashville. Maybe feeling a little too confident on it,
Mm-hmm.
but um, could
Yeah.
definitely, especially now that Moat gets the stage pick here, this is definitely a great opportunity for Moat to maybe show what they're made of on
Mm-hmm.
stages that are not Town. Because Town is like a stage where if you're playing Terry and you're not using it against like Palutena, something like that, you should be winning.
Indeed. It looks like the stage is small battlefield. So
Okay.
interesting choice here. The bands were Final Destination, PS2, and Yoshi's Island. So this will be. You don't see a lot of small battlefields, and well, I
Uh,
don't know. I haven't seen a lot of small battlefields. What about you?
I haven't seen that many lately, but I think this is a fantastic set of bans from Probs, honestly. So all
Hmm.
hats off to them for getting that. And this is an okay stage for Terry, you know. And for Snake, it does have good platform height to allow for, you know, setting up a grenade, or not a grenade, a C4 on one of the platforms, sort of just shutting down an entire portion of the stage because it's just short enough that you can hit pretty much any character's head.
Hmm. Oh, and there was a good parry from Moat right there. Just didn't quite get the hit off. So if you just are able to learn the timing of all the explosive attacks from Snake, parry it right. Here we go. Here we go. Good combo
Okay.
out of tilt. That's how you do it.
Yep, I mean, it's pretty much even now. And especially because Terry's one of those characters who has so much kill power, this could easily just get shifted so easily into Moat's favor here.
Indeed. Gotta be careful with the warhead coming down. Oh, he went the
Oh,
wrong direction.
that's unfortunate because Power Geyser, as we saw there, it has some very good armor. It's got heavy armor, meaning that each individual hit has to be more than 5% in order for Power Geyser to be broken through.
Indeed. Yeah, and just really unfortunate. Once again, just went the wrong direction, and Prob's able to give him a problem and punish him right there. But now we're down to 2 stocks apiece, but the damage definitely in Prob's favor right now, 85 to zilch.
For sure. And I mean, Moat really could not approach there because we saw the C4 was on the platform on the right. So I think that was the right call for Moat to just sort of stay back until the C4 was blown up. But this is a very tough spot for Moat right now because it looks like there are a few things they haven't used yet that Terry has that could definitely help in this matchup.
Mm-hmm. And we're seeing a little bit of careful play
Oh,
from Moat.
that. I think I know what they were trying to do there. They were trying to go for the power geyser, but they missed it barely.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy. Good thing the platform was there to protect him from the warhead. There's that power geyser missing by a long shot. Definitely we're seeing a lot of distance from Moat.
Oh,
But
that
now I
was
think
that was a perfect opportunity for a Buster Wolf there, but they panicked and went for the burn knuckle. That's unfortunate.
indeed. Although right now there's that Buster Wolf at the very last second, but let's see if Props can get an answer,
Yep.
and he does.
That's
Both
the guaranteed percent for the up tilt from the down throw as well. Once you get to 170, it is confirmed.
Mm-hmm. I gotta watch out for those grenades that Probs is holding.
C4 is
so.
right there.
Indeed. Gotta be. And it looked like Moat was close to losing that shield too, so gotta be careful on the defense, maybe.
That's
Tossing a
true.
few more dodges.
Especially because we've seen that Moat's been getting his shield popped quite often.
Indeed. We haven't seen it at all from Snake, but Moat is able to do that a few times where he's tilting and then just grab the shield while he's punching. Good transition out of it. Gets hit by the C4. Both get hit by the explosion. Looks like Probs is now in the 100 triple digit percentage action, and there's careful, close to getting blown
Ooh,
up by a couple of items there.
ooh. This is very scary for both these players.
Boom!
Wow. What was... Okay, I don't
That
know
could
what that
kill.
DI was. I don't know what that DI was. It should not be killing that early.
I wonder if it's just the small stage of small battlefield that was able to help, but I don't know how high the ceiling is, to be honest, but
It's the same height as Final Destination.
okay. Eh, yeah, I'm not sure how that happened, but a win's a win for Iona, so I think Mutt will take that. That was definitely a nail biter. It was a great back and forth match, and there's definitely a few questionable decisions as well.
It was definitely a very close match. It was a nail biter between like who could take it, honestly. I think both of these players definitely had some opportunities that they missed, maybe due to either like online or due to maybe a bit of nerves, because that is one of the things you'll see players that are pretty new to this type of thing that are normally very good, but the moment they're in a new format, it's just so hard for them.
Indeed. And you know what? It's probably also matches why they are pretty good rivals. Because honestly, this is one of those matches where you can look back and say, that fight really could have gone either way.
That's true. It definitely could have. These two teams right now are 4-5. It's like it's neck and neck. Like they're both one set apiece. I think this could go to like being down to the wire.
It is definitely pretty close. And coming into game 3, it looks like Iona's bringing in Kibbs. Manhattan's bringing in E-Poodle. E-Poodle. Not quite sure what E-Poodle's character is, but Kibbs is a Captain Falcon player, so the second Captain Falcon we'll see today. I'm looking to see, not quite getting anything in terms of E-Poodle's character, but as we saw again from the from Captain Falcon earlier, I believe it was from Manhattan's side. This time Iona's bringing their own Captain Falcon to try to answer.
That's always fun. I mean, Captain Falcon. Some people say, "Oh, he's fake hype." I think he's real hype. I think he's. I think some people got a little too jaded.
Yeah, I think I think Captain Falcon's a pretty solid fighter. Obviously, we've seen how solid he was with Manhattan in their first victory, so you definitely don't want to sleep on him. But in terms of this game 3, it's always, this is one of the critical games in here because obviously, you want to set the pace early on, but right now the pace has been set by both teams. They're each on a good pace, so it was in Iona's, this last one. The first one was in Manhattan's, so now we'll see in this third one, will Manhattan get it this time, or is Iona just going to keep that streak going and make sure, whatever they do, they come out with the win this game 3 here.
It'll definitely be a tough one. And it looks like the bans right now, Town, FD, and Smashville, so they're going to Battlefield.
Battlefield. It looks like it's not the small one this time, so
It's the real one.
Ceiling doesn't lie in this one.
Yeah,
we know what it is.
Very tall ceiling.
So, once again, I almost said Maris. It's Manhattan bringing in E-Poodle. Iona's bringing in Kibbs. Kibbs for sure is Falcon, and we are gonna be surprised with E-Poodle's character here. But if you're fighting Captain Falcon, what's a character you would use?
Probably a zoner. Maybe something like Samus. Around the same weight. Has very good burst options. Something around those lines.
That is a pretty good option. I mean, we did see we saw Me Gunner try to be used this last time, but didn't quite work out. But yeah, definitely those zone characters, those characters with projectiles and range,
Hmm.
definitely help. Looks like we're having a tiny bit of arena struggles, but it looks like they're on pace to get fixed in the next couple of seconds or so. But yeah, one thing you gotta make sure of Captain Falcon, and here's the arena, is his speed. And
Ooh,
going up Pyra and Mithra, that's gonna be, there's some good zoning options with
don't
Pyra and Mithra.
don't need
Exactly.
them. You're just a very good character if you're playing like if you're using Pyre and Mithra, you just are playing a very good character. You don't care about zoning. You just care about outplaying the opponent here.
Just go for it.
Just do it, Nike.
Indeed, official. Maybe not the official sponsor yet, but maybe they'll sponsor us one day.
Hopefully.
Get some Nike uniforms for our fellow esports players.
That'll be sick.
I know Under Armour is for some schools. I think it's for WSU. I have to check with that. Do not take my word for that though, but it'd be pretty sick. Either way, so far very very even from both characters. All of a sudden just 82 and 78 in terms of percentage. Definitely a lot of haymaking throws and kicks and all that. And now first time seeing Pyra. I'm gonna call it a prominence revolt right here. Nope, it's just a neutral B.
But
Definitely
I mean,
a lot.
that forward
right
tilt
there.
is so strong, so strong. That's like a forward smash practically.
Well, I think, a lot of people like Pyre and Mithra because if you can't decide between neutral character or heavy character, guess what? You won. Oh, no!
Oh no!
That's very, very unfortunate.
And at this point, ePoodle can just sort of run away with this. Just the strong neutral tools and strong combo game of Mithra really help rack up that damage, especially because Kibbs is probably very rattled right now. Oh man!
Oh, and you can be kind of risky in terms of how you want next stock here. Or you can just try to win with a 3-stock, but oh no,
Oh.
stock. It's gonna be the 3-stock for ePoodle, the Pyra and Mithra. Back to Pyra. But wow, that it was. We need to see game 2 to really see what Kibbs has in the tank.
That was so devastating because it was already a lead, and then Kibbs SD'd, and that momentum off of the SD, just the confidence that it gave.
That's definitely a low light nominee, I would say, for clip of the clip of the year, maybe clip of the
For sure.
clip of the semester, I would say.
Yeah. SD
oh my
too.
my
That's
goodness.
unfortunate. And I think it just messed up Kibbs' DI as well there at the end. Probably was not expecting that down smash. Ugh.
Yeah, well, this is Kibbs' time to make amends right here and try to rebound. That was also a pretty quick match too, but even with that SD right there, there was definitely it looks like it was all pretty much ePoodle's game either way. There was some in the first part where it was 3 stocks apiece. Kibbs kept it competitive, but then after that SD, you just gotta live what you get and try to keep it up as best you can.
For sure. And I mean, it's just very rough, especially because the 3-stock, right when it was so close, that really just lets Manhattan pull ahead. Because now, even if Iona wins this set, then it could just be tied, even if Iona ends up being in the lead in terms of set count. So
Iona, Kibbs doesn't need a win. Oh, he's going with Fox this time, trying to switch it up here. Doesn't really need a win. You need a dominating performance, and I'm talking about a 3-stock right back. So
you need a 3-stock of your own.
Let's see how Fox can do that right here. Definitely bringing back the speed. Fox definitely one of the faster characters, but struggling to land a hit early on.
Yeah, for sure. And Fox is one of those characters that a lot of people don't play online.
That was close.
Oh my, this is... Oh. Fox is also very light, so...
It's those faster characters that are usually also the easiest to kill if you could just hit him. And if you have Pyra on your team, Pyra can hit you, and it's not going to be pretty.
This is not looking good for Kibbs right now. Like, Fox. Oh my. Oh my. Oh. Ugh, that's one. Like, the foresight is such a strong asset of Mithra's. Oh my.
There it
Ugh.
is.
Ugh.
First stock taken from Kibbs. Honestly, probably should have died 3 times before, but finally getting that SD stock lost early on, and now still struggling to get a hit as Mithra's just dominating, and now Pyra's gonna probably do the same.
Yeah, especially because Mithra is able to, well, get that damage up, and now that that damage is racked up, Pyra could just end it now.
Oh boy. And another thing with the recovery from Fox, the Firefox, it's a good vertical option and all that, and you can do some damage with it, but you're not doing much. Hey, he got a stock taken, so
Yep.
2-2 won't get swept here, but you gotta be careful when you're recovering with the Firefox, because you're kind of left wide open if you get the right attack.
This is just like, being at 124 against Pyra is so scary.
Indeed. You gotta be careful right here. Gotta bust out a few combos if you're Fox. 137 to 41 now. And counting. And now we're
But
seeing
the hard part about that is Fox is one of those characters that has very tight windows. And online, hitting those tight windows where you have to really just get all your inputs, it's so difficult.
Indeed. So far, it looks like he's trying to play a little bit more careful, but it looks like E-Poodle's just able to quickly close the gap. And that move right there, the side B, that's a lethal horizontal recovery, if I do say so myself.
Oh, okay. Kibbs actually does have an opportunity here. Mithra is kind of light, on the lighter end. So this does mean that if Kibbs can get like a bit more percent into like maybe an up smash, like a nair into up smash or dash attack into, oh, never mind.
What about a spike though? From Pyra. That was a good run at the end for Kibbs. It was a good run, but it just was not enough at the end of this. But really, it was just all pretty much E-Poodle at all it was for that game.
That was E-Poodle's story there. And because of that 3 stock into just a standard 1 stock, that means that it's now 11-4. One more win will guarantee that it is impossible one more win from Manhattan will guarantee it's impossible for Iona to win this. But if Iona does win these next 2 matches and does not let Manhattan take any more games, then this could actually be a win for Iona. So it's not out. It's not quite over yet.
Indeed. Player 4 for Iona is going to have a tall task. They're going up against Cross, who is a Robin player and a really good Robin player, if I do say so myself. Also, in that last stock right there, that's what I was talking about earlier. It's a good recovery, but it's so predictable at the same time. So Pyra pretty much knew what was going to happen, and that was just a perfect opportunity to get a spike, just close it off right there, and all of a sudden, we're in Game 4. Manhattan has an 11-4 lead.
It's such a strong lead right now.
Mm-hmm. So it looks like for Iona, they're bringing in Lofts. I think that's how you say it. It's spelled Loftz.
Yes.
Who also is not in my system or notes of Iona. So we're going to be surprised of who Lofts plays as.
All right. What?
It looks like the ban is... So the first ban is Battlefield.
Okay, I see what it is. They offered to Gentleman's PS2, and the captain of Manhattan said no.
come on. Trying to pull that. We all love PS2, but come on.
I,
Like, we'll let him
I'm not
pick it.
gonna, I'm not gonna lie. I've just offered Gentleman's PS2 at the start of a set many times.
Hey, I mean, it's a good stage, but I think Manhattan wants to, they want challenging stages. They want to improve their skills. Town is going to be the next stage. That's where it's going to happen. But I mean, there's there's nothing wrong gentlemaning to PS2. Fun stage all the time.
Hmm.
Nonetheless, if someone gentleman PS2 to me, I'd be like, yeah, why not? Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it. I'm the guy that
Well,
just plays on every stage.
sometimes there's those matchups where you do not want to play on PS2, so I can understand it. Maybe Lofts does not play a character that likes being on PS2. There are a few of those.
Indeed. And it looks like we're going to get another button check here from both Iona and Crimson. Just make sure your buttons are working, your analog sticks are moving in terms of that. So this could be a chance to see our mystery character against Robin.
That's true. This is actually a pretty good opportunity here as well. So to see like why they didn't pick PS2, like why they
Indeed.
explicitly banned it too.
Indeed. I mean, this was definitely, I think Robin can pretty much dominate on PS2. I think, I don't know. I feel like it's a good stage for every character. I can't think of any characters at disadvantages, can you?
Well, some characters like PS2 even more. Like Robin definitely really likes PS2, so maybe Crimson knew. Or sorry, no. Well, yes, no. Wait, no. Cross is the Rob.
Cross is coming in for man.
Yeah, Cross
That's
is the.
correct.
Oh, wait, what?
So yeah, Cross is
So no
Robin for
Robin at all.
Manhattan.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
yeah, just
No,
button check. We might see some different characters here, but I mean, any Pichu mains out there?
I know Pichu was very popular back in like early Ultimate before Pichu got nerfed very heavily. Like, not only did they make Pichu bigger than Pikachu as the nerf, but they also just made it deal more self damage. Just in general, a lot of things that make it so that the entire game plan is a lot harder.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I never saw the hype in Pichu when it was early Ultimate. I mean, I see it now obviously, but I mean, literally I never go. Typically for me, when you told me, "Hey, this character's really good," the catch is every attack you get some damage off you. I'm gonna be like, I'm good. I'm good.
It's all about you got to play excellently. The better you are, the better the character is.
Exactly, and that's the thing. I'm like, in terms of high tiers, in a scale of S through D tier, I'm all the way to Z. That's how good I am. I'm not good whatsoever. And it's going to be Roy against Robin. So a good Fire Emblem Bowl in this match right here at Town and City. All that's missing is the, what's it called, Fire Emblem stage. That's not legal in tournaments.
That's true. But this is actually a decent stage for Roy as well because it does allow for Roy to get those very early side kills because we all know the name of the game with it's those jars, it's those jabs into the neutral airs, just a lot of jab conversions actually, but they all kill off the side like super early percents.
Indeed, you gotta be careful if you're going up against Roy right here. But Robin has some good moves to keep the distance. He's got the fire spell that's similar to a PK fire almost, and then that thunder. You don't want to mess around with the thunder.
That's true. Thunder is definitely scary. It's very good just for like things like that. Little quick ones.
Indeed. And I don't know if Roy was trying to challenge it, but didn't quite get the dodge. But a good response right there, and a good side-to-side run forward in terms of testing your speed to answer back to cross, and it's 2-2 starts.
For sure, and this is a great opportunity for Lofts as well. This stage in particular. Oh, wow, wow. Okay, this stage in particular allows for Roy to really just get those, like, even when it looks bad, just get those kills super early. Just bring it to a lead out of nowhere. And I mean, oh no. Mm.
Not what you want to do right there, though.
Yeah, because Robin definitely has some good kills off the side as well. I mean,
Just gotta, you just gotta find the time to hit, and that's not gonna work too predictable. It would be a great kill if, you know, it wasn't obvious you were trying to go for the neutral special attack, but it's not gonna happen.
and the more times that Lofts gets hit, oh wow, that was actually very smart. Reversing that and knowing just how far to go. Oh,
And it's a spike
Yep.
from the up special.
Yep.
Gotta watch out for those things.
Yep, Elwin's first hit does spike. You gotta be careful around that. It's so scary.
It's just too deadly to deal with. And I mean, obviously game one for Manhattan looking like they're that close to closing the gap for Iona to not catch up. I mean, obviously Iona needs as much stocks taken as they can get. 3 stock is kind of like what you need basically to tie, get close to a tie really, because even if you get a 3 stock, it's 12 to 13, like back-to-back 3 stocks. Like that's a good 8 points, but it's 12 to 13, so it would take it to a game 5 where you'd have to win. But really, you just gotta play aggressive more often.
And I mean, if Cross takes this next game too, then it is impossible for Iona to actually win this set, because it will raise their score at least to 16, and 16 to 4 means that the best that the best that Iona can do is 16 to 12 if that happens.
And we definitely, Iona does not want that to happen whatsoever. So they need an answer right here, and Lofts has just got to figure it out how to take out Robin. I mean, Robin's got a lot of distance and range game. I mean, we saw the Thunder, obviously, just all the spells basically, literally just whatever way possible you cannot get close to Robin, just because all the spells basically are range based. So figuring out a way to close the gap, I mean, it takes some dodges obviously, but you know, it's easier said than done, because Cross definitely wants to put this away.
And another thing about Robin, though, in addition to the very good range, also has very good close range options too. Very good at like boxing out the opponent. Oh, missing that conversion. That's unfortunate, because that would have been even more damage.
Yeah, just like the wand sword basically, especially in the air, that can give out a pretty hefty amount of damage.
Yeah, you can get a lot of conversion with arc fire into another arc fire into like your 11 sword, and those can kill at very early percents too. So, like we just saw right there. Two hits.
And I'm not sure what Lofts was thinking going into up. I don't know if that was a miss or an up smash. Not quite sure if that was a miss input maybe, or if it was just, you know, trying to read, seeing if Cross was going to go above him. But either way, takes that first stock, so works out for Lofts either way.
This is definitely what Lofts needed. Taking a lead against Robin is very important, because once they build up that lead, if they hit you with a Nosferatu, it heals themselves by quite a lot and damages you quite a bit.
And that's going to damage you a lot too.
That's true.
Especially if you're sitting at 150 and then losing a stock on top of that. But so far, looks like Lofts is adjusting a little bit better. Definitely finding ways to close that gap. Trying to do a little bit of juggle. So we're wanting, and it looks like he definitely wants to try to do a up smash, up tilt, something like that. That was kind of the second time I saw a little up smash with Roy. That just seeing a lot of books being thrown.
Oh my.
Jeez.
And one thing we haven't talked about yet is the sheer size of Robin's neutral air with the Levin sword. It is massive. Like, the range it has is huge. It's longer than some moves that are intended to be, like, very good spacing tools. Like, for example, Marth's forward air, I'm pretty sure, is actually shorter than Robin's neutral air, which is scary, to say the least.
Yeah, especially if you're talking about a character like Marth. Marth is one of the better characters in the game, even if I don't know how to play as him. And oh my goodness, to add insult to injury. It looks like Roy wasn't going to recover either way, but Robin making sure that really doesn't happen, and out of some miracle. But my goodness, just a dominating performance from Cross. That definitely seals the deal for Manhattan as they officially take this series, but we have one more game to play either way.
Yes, we do. And that's important because this is an opportunity, at least for Iona, to make it so that their point deficit is not too great, because the points you actually get do matter at the end of the season.
Indeed, it helps you with the standings, obviously, where you place in terms of all the schools, because basically, you know, a lot of schools, it happens a lot more in general than you would think. There's a lot of records that are like the exact same. So the points, they will help you out in terms of seeding either way. So you don't want to just be like, hey, I'll just be a perfect undefeated season right here. And but what if there's probably going to be 3 or 4 schools that are undefeated, so you want to score as many points as you can, and then you can get that official #1 seed. Being undefeated is not enough. It's how you do it. It's earned, and you can quote me on that.
We saw last season. I'm pretty sure, what was it? Mississippi was #1 in the conference, but doesn't matter, or #1 seed for the conference, but it doesn't matter if you lose due to like poor management. So, like poor management of like how you like arrange your players.
Yeah,
and that's a like underrated thing. Like, it's not just about having strong players. It's about knowing how to order them, how to put them out.
Yeah, and speaking of lose, Iona is sending in Loser, an actual player. It's not because they're losing. He's an actual player named Loser. He is a Pikachu main and going up against Sans, my man, from Manhattan College. He's got Pyro and Mithra, he's got Sonic, and he's got Hero under his belt. And we've definitely seen a lot of Pyro and Mithra today, but we're going to start out with Hero, and it's going to be at Battlefield.
I always love some Hero. You know, just in general, a very iconic character in the world of video games.
Indeed. In terms of Smash, he's one of my favorite characters to play as, and probably one of my least favorite characters to go against.
Oh, absolutely.
Just all the spells he's got. And then, on top of that, hit power is just crazy.
Yeah, he does so much damage. He hits like a truck. Oh my goodness.
And basically how a lot of heroes play, you could just spam down B and almost win the game sometimes. It has happened to me, I'm not going to lie. I just stick it with down B. That's probably why I'm a Z tier.
If you get good enough rolls, sometimes you can just keep doing the down B, because the more good down B options you get, the better, like the more momentum you get, which allows you to do that more often.
Indeed, and oh my goodness, it looks like this is pretty even so far, but in terms of Pikachu's weight being super light, basically at kill power, especially going up against Hero. I'm just gonna whack you right here. Nope. Okay. I try to be cool calling it right.
Oh, that's a very good forward smash. You know, able to get a good read on the opponent. That's also very important. You know, getting good reads on your... Oh, no, Pikachu can get back from this. Pikachu can get back from the bottom right corner, or the bottom left corner of the
Indeed.
stage.
Start with the horizontal recovery, and then you do a little jump, maybe, yeah, do a little jump, and then up special, and then you are just fine.
For sure. And this is actually... The fact that Sans My Man is actually this far ahead, and I feel like they could have just gone for up smash there instead of up tilt, which would have maybe saved a little bit more time. Would have been helpful.
Indeed. But right now we're sitting at 2 stocks piece by piece for each player right now. Yeah, literally, like, Pikachu, definitely one of the better characters in Smash, if I do say so myself. Obviously the best Pokemon in the world, don't at me. And definitely holding his own right here against Hero's vast arsenal and hit power. But we just gotta see, like, you know, might want to see a little bit more, because we can definitely see Sans My Man putting in a lot of pressure.
For sure. And okay, Acceleratle is actually very good in this situation. Wait, just going for Hocus Pocus? What a madman.
I mean,
the shield actually pretty helpful in this matchup. Because Hero does have the same sort of passive shield ability that Link does, where if they're just walking or standing, then they actually... Wait, what? What?
Not quite sure.
I've never seen... Well, actually, no, I've seen a few Pikachus misrecover by accident. But that's unfortunate to have against Hero, because Hero's one of those very momentum characters.
Yeah, it happened, you know, it just happens to the best of us. It doesn't matter. And here comes the thunder. Not gonna land? Oh, well, I don't know about you. I'm having a little bit of tough time seeing what's happening. It's kind of a little bit laggy, but all I know is that it's stock to stock for both players.
That's true, and I mean, but Sans My Man is just putting out these hitboxes in the perfect spots, knowing exactly where Loser is going to move. Because of that, it just allows for him to have so many good damage options. Like that neutral air, it not only deals quite a bit of damage, but it also just refills your MP bar, which allows you to get those spells again. And also, another thing to consider, the higher the percent both these players are at, the greater the chance that Whack and Thwack will kill, guaranteed. Because once one player hits 150, it is a 100% chance.
Indeed. It's definitely one of the most satisfying moves in the entire... I mean, once you get one of those kills, I mean, you just feel like you're one of the best players in Smash. I know that's how I feel.
I mean, right now I'm pretty sure it's a 100% chance too if Whack or Thwack hits, because of just the... Oh, they could have just gone for it, honestly. Oh, heal's pretty good too, but their MP getting kind of low. Don't want to get through. Oh, that's actually so smart. So smart. Using the Psych Up to go for the up throw, because Psych Up increases your knockback. I love it. I love it.
Psyching up here. Looks like Sans My Man's becoming a little bit of a psycho. If you know what I mean.
I think I do.
Heck yeah. All right.
But that was definitely a difficult match for Iona, especially because Sans My Man sort of just ran away with it at the end there.
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
So,
yeah. I couldn't agree more right there. Unfortunately, I'm having a little bit of feed issues on my end, so unfortunately I got to miss out of what happened recently, but do you mind if you can recap a little bit, PBE, just for us?
Sure thing. So Sans My Man got some very good opportunities there with a lot of Psych Ups, actually, which helped increase the damage. And at the end, we did see the Psych Up into Iona's player Loser actually recovering high and just getting grabbed. And because of that, up throw was able to kill. And, I mean, definitely a sour note to end that game on. But hopefully for loser, they can actually sort of shake that off for this game. Especially because Hero's one of those characters with very slow move. So that very bad frame data leads to Pikachu sort of being able to, if played properly, just running over Hero players.
Indeed, yeah. I mean, if you're going up against Hero, it's always going to be a tall task. Literally, one of the most unpredictable characters in the entire game.
Oh my! No way! No
what
way!
am I missing? I just missed something amazing, didn't I?
Thwack killed. Thwack killed, and it was low percent too. Oh my god, that was like.
Oh. This is
sure.
A thwack kill for. I believe. I mean, the only character that can do that is Hero. So, I mean, definitely. Wow. Only I could see that. But anyway, so far, so what I am understanding, it looks like, is just, you know, I think what I'm understanding is, Hero is dominated, if that's accurate.
Yeah, that was like the sheer like mental toll it will take on any opponent. It's just crazy. Just hitting with whack and killing at low percents. That's like a 10% chance of happening.
Anyway, it looks like, yeah, I mean, obviously this is one of this match.
Oh,
Quite back and forth.
this is looking like Sansmo Man is just running this on a clinic right now. But even though Loser did manage to take that stock, Bounce does make it so that Thunder... Oh, no way. Going for another thwack. You are crazy, Sansmo Man.
Oh, no.
No.
And the snore.
Oh, no.
What's going to happen? And out of here. And, yep.
Wow.
And shout out to my Iona getting me back up to stream. So now I see everything. So, well done. Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Yeah, Sansman Man is ready to close this out. And nonetheless... This is
Oh, you're a madman, Sansmo Man. Sansmo Madman, more like.
Sam's indeed. And I believe this is going to be their first win, man. College.
I mean,
oh, yeah.
If this is their first win, then they are doing it in spades right now.
Indeed.
Wow.
Especially going up. Wow. And, well, oh, another snooze. And not going to.
But, I mean, no, Metal Slash is not going to work. You don't.
What are you talking about? It's the best move in the game.
You can't just do that, okay, Sansmo Man?
If he, hey, how he's been playing, he can do whatever.
I mean, that's true. They do have a full stock lead here, so.
And
they...
Thunder just missing.
Oh, no way!
That's what's gonna happen. Just a living highlight.
Just enough MP for Kaboom. They literally ran out off of using that.
That was a literal highlight reel just from Sansma Man. This is going in his profile for sure to show those pro esport teams and tournaments just what he can do in the game of Smash as Hero. And I mean, it's just a masterpiece. And with that, Manhattan in week 3 moves up to the record of 1-2, getting their first dub of the season. And just what a way to do it.
I am blown away right now. Just Sansma Man just decided to go crazy.
I mean, that's kind of what you want to do in the... But Sansma Man, you know, able to actually take that by heart and just, you know, go crazy. Like you said, go crazy. That's no other way to put that, obviously. Man,
that was a way to end the set. That was a way to end it.
Indeed. I am. Yeah, obviously you can see we are both speechless in this matchup here. So great win for Manhattan all around. from all the players, and it's gonna be, just great to see what they're gonna do next week against Siena College, the winners of the last match we've had. So definitely one of those times where we have to see like if they're really the big deal, because really it looks like in terms of looking at the records, you would think Iona's one, they must be good, but obviously Manhattan College came in strong, hungry for a win. So, and they finally got it. So I believe we're gonna go shoot to a quick interview real quick. So we'll just take a snappy little break here, get our Victor Royale player in here. No one uses that term anymore. And we will be right back.
All right, see ya. All right, welcome back, everyone. We actually have an interview right now with E-Poodle from Manhattan College, so this is pretty exciting. E-Poodle, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. It's my first Mac in my first set, like ever.
Mm-hmm.
But Ultimate's sick.
Yeah,
I won't lie to you.
Ultimate is sick.
Except for the online, somewhat, but it was fun.
Yeah. What was your team's like general approach to this match?
Okay, you say that again. General
Approach to this match.
approach. I think our team focused a lot on just like sending in the right players at the right time. We had like 40 minutes of warm up, but I'm pretty sure we were all like mentally prepared and physically prepared for the matches. For me specifically, I was just like going ham in friendlies.
Yep.
That's always good.
Yeah.
Indeed. And so you said earlier, freshman, correct?
Oh, wait, say that one more time.
You say you are a freshman, correct?
I am.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So just my question really is just how's college life treating you so far? How's like the esports program at Manhattan and everything like that?
Just like college in general. My grades are like they're not the best. I don't even know if that's like my main goal right now. I just want to like play Smash and just
Heck
have
yeah.
fun, honestly.
Heck yeah.
Hmm.
Hey, B's and C's, you get diplomas anyway, but man. But either way, you'll get the hang of it in time. But
Yeah.
either way, so definitely this was your guys' first win of the season, and a pretty commanding way to do that. Also, Iona considers you guys big rivals, apparently. So, you have any comments about that rivalry at all?
Honestly, I don't really know much about Iona. I know my teammates
Nice.
do,
Hmm.
but I don't know. I just like respect every Smash player. You know,
There you go.
there's no reason to like trash talk. It's all about being peaceful and stuff. You know?
Yeah.
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 GG's at the end, am I right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
awesome.
Shake my hand.
Heck yeah. That's all the questions for me. PBE, you want to close us out here?
Yeah, so good luck to your team for the rest of the season.
Thank
A
you.
very solid first win for the season, right?
Yep. We're
Yeah.
1 and 2 now.
Yeah, like the way that you guys were playing today, I was surprised that you would not won any matches before this. So, good luck to you for the rest of the season. Hopefully you can play like this for the rest of it.
Hey,
Okay.
let's go. Nice little photobomb.
Yep.
It's an upper
Uh,
class.
Oh, was Sens my man in there?
Yo, Sam's my man.
Make an appearance.
That thwack, that thwack.
Yeah, that's why be kind of hitting, kind of insta killing. Here was I earned that. Okay,
It
that was earned.
you're right. It do be like that sometimes.
Yeah, it really do. One day you're behind and you're ahead. I'm like, dang,
Mhm.
this game is amazing.
That's how you do it.
Yeah,
That
that's
was
how
the
you
way
do.
to do it.
Heck
Of
yeah.
course. Thank you for having me on. Thank you. Okay, more here in the future. Okay, more insta kills in the future. Okay?
Yes, please.
Please.
That'd be
Okay,
an
I'll try
absolute
every
treat.
stock, bro. I need it. Okay.
There we go.
RNG, I gamble every day. Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Love it.
Nice.
Mhm.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys for not just for ePoodle, but pretty much the entire Manhattan team for being on here, guys. And good luck to the rest of the season.
Yeah.
Thank
All right, and now we're gonna go ahead and take it to a quick break for our next match. Maybe not so quick, but either way, you want to stick around because we have the legendary Seton Hall University going up against the one and the only Mississippi State, the defending
Oh.
champs themselves. So stick around. We'll be back shortly.